Downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go, let's go. Think right, open.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Hey, Jupiter.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. An audible here to get a new look. The kick by McManus is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 67 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to.
He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Oh, some strong running. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the 27-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First down, Jaguars.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Let's go, 52.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like bats.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. This is 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked up by Andre Cisco. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.